What is up, everyone, and welcome to a wonderful little show I like to call Writer's Block, the show where we dissect both the good, the bad, and the incredibly interesting aspects of writing in media. Today I'm going to particularly sound like a weeb, well, more than usual that is, and talk about my current anime obsession. And no, it's not lolly based, so rest easy, my children. Mob Psycho is an incredible, currently running, I might add, anime based on the webcomic of the same name by author and artist One. If that name sounds familiar, congratulations, you know your numbers. For those of you who don't know who that is, however, One is the creator of another wonderful little known anime and manga known as One Punch Man. Yep, this and this are created by the same genius. Now, I'm using the term genius with a heavy hand and every implication possible. One has proved through both of these series that he has a deep understanding of both the ridiculous and the mundane. Both shows take what we know and really turn them on their heads, making us question what part of the media we take in is actually important. One Punch Man, for example, is a show about heroes versus villains, and where tension should exist, he threw in the title character One Punch Man, aka Saitama, who can beat pretty much anyone in the show with as little as a flick of the wrist if he's serious, or late for a grocery sale. The tension comes not from how Saitama is going to win, but when. Also whether or not we will eventually see a villain beat him. And with this, he successfully created a complete reimagination of the shonen genre. And with a premise so simple, anyone can get it just by reading the title card, no less. He took a genre which primarily succeeds by showing the main character slowly get stronger as the course of the show goes on, and took that entire aspect out completely, yet the show is still critically acclaimed. This is the type of work One does. But in my opinion, One has accomplished something even more impressive, and for that we need to look at his other series, Mob Psycho. Now, as you can see by the title of this video, I'm claiming Mob Psycho has the best written characters I've seen so far. I truly mean this. This isn't a bit or a sarcastic point I'm trying to make. One really nails what makes people human. Sure, maybe it's my lack of ingesting good media, or maybe it's just that One really does have a good grasp on how to write true-to-life characters, anime or not. Mob Psycho follows a middle school boy with extreme psychic powers in a world where that's a thing, apparently. He works as an apprentice to a man who claims to also be a psychic, but in reality, he really just scams people and uses Mob, the main character, to get more money. And there's our basic premise. It's set up as a comedy and action series, much like my webcomic Playground, available now on the Webtoon app. Okay. Now, while it is a fantastic action comedy, its greatest moments lay deep within the intricate characters it places before us. Mob, the protagonist, for instance, is a character with immense power, so powerful in fact that he can probably rule the entire world without any problem. Yet he's a nobody, just a middle schooler with a crush and a younger brother who's better than him in every possible way. Yet instead of him blaming everyone else and holding himself higher than anyone else due to his powers, he looks inwards at his insecurities and throughout the show makes an actual effort towards fixing them. Now yes, he is a main character and that should be what he does, but he doesn't do it to fill the main character role. Rather, when watching the show, you feel as if he truly is cognitive to the fact that he can change, but it's up to him. Not because he's chosen, but because he wants to be better. As far as the show goes, he's actually the least likely to be a main character. Everyone else in the show would fit way better, but instead this is who we follow. Not only that, but he actively tries to be a better person and doesn't use his power as a crutch or a curse. He just wants to be proud of himself. Mind you, this isn't the same anime where they have stupid scenes like this.
肉体疲労から来る負担をほぐし、肩こり、腰痛などを解消する霊言の必殺技である.
Then we have a character like Reagan, who seems just like a sleazy, super cheap ex-office worker who's emotionally manipulating a middle school kid. And while yes, that's an apt description of him, we do find out that he's a man who since childhood has wanted to be someone. He just wanted to be special, much like many people. And also, like many people, he instead grew up to be normal, work a normal 9-to-5, be a nameless person in a crowd of nameless people, until one day he broke out and took a chance with the dumbest thing he could think of, pretending to be a psychic. But through this, he met Mob, someone who was exactly what he wanted to be, special. and saw a world way more vast than his own, showing him that there is more to the world than a 9-to-5 cubicle job. Raiden kept Mob close to him not because of the money, but because he thought that if he stood with Mob, maybe life would be interesting. And he was right. Both Raiden and Mob are people who have their own desires, sticking with each other because they have something to gain. Whether it be subconscious or not, their symbiotic relationship serves both of them equally. This topic is even explored a little in the second season, where Raiden is found out to be a fake, and really tests the limits of that relationship. Raiden being cool and charismatic is exactly what Mob wants to be, and Mob having powers and being so unique of a character is exactly what Raiden wants to be. Mind you, this isn't outright told, and it isn't even the point of the story. The anime is episodic, with very little of an overarching story in general, but that's why it works so well. They aren't actively becoming better, it's a struggle. They sometimes don't see results, and more importantly, not all of their actions move them closer to their goals. That's why some episodes have big plot points and some are just fun journeys that they go on. Just like life, they take what they can get and keep moving forward. Let's not even talk about how many other characters can be completely broken down and analyzed deeper in the show. From Mob's younger brother, who even though he's better than Mob in every way, still looks up to him, to the ghost that follows Mob around for personal gain, but slowly finds a deepening friendship, to even a writer who throws away her passion to fit in with a social clique. These characters feel real and fleshed out, even though it is a comedy. Mob isn't a hero because of his powers. He's not One Punch Man. He's hardly even an interesting guy. Yet he's my favorite anime character of all time. Not because of his powers, not because of the adventures he's been on, but because he's trying his best to become better than he was the day before. He silently works towards his goal of being someone he could be proud of. Even when the payout is small, he's grateful and continues to work harder. And honestly, that's why I personally believe he is the best written character. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this new take on writer's block and kind of where we're going to be going. I know it's a little less comedy based, but I thought writer's block, when it originally started, was kind of going in that direction anyway. And you know, I figured why not do something that I think could be fun, and this is the episode we got. So I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything you want me to cover, any series that you think would be interesting. I do have a couple episodes planned, but you know, it's always nice to hear what you guys would like to see. If you guys want to support us, the Patreon link will be in the description, as well as our Webtoons and our other social medias. So anything could help. If you guys want to see more by us, then you could always go to our channel, check out more stuff, subscribe if you aren't already, like the video if you liked it, and again, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all, and until next time, goodbye.